Hey, what's up guys? Just got a quick video for you today on some training ideas I have that I wanted to share with you, and I think can probably help some strength athletes improve their program and just make more progress. So I'm going to jump right into it. So the first concept I want to go over is that I believe most strength athletes, most all of them, train too heavy too often. And what I mean by that is, for example, in the off season, it's pretty common for powerlifters to do, say, 5x5 in the squat, which is a proven program. It works really well for beginners. But the truth is, the most important factor that's going to lead to more muscle growth is doing a sufficient amount of volume, exposing the muscle to sufficient tension over a sufficient length of time to get that muscle protein synthesis response, right? But the other side of the coin that doesn't get talked about enough is how your training inroads into your recovery and how that affects hypertrophy. So I'm going to give you two examples. So example number one, strength athlete, A does 5x5 in the low bar squat with, we'll say, 75% of their one rep max. So that's going to be, pretty challenging for someone who's really strong. And they're going to be able to use more weight in the low bar squat. And there's going to be more muscles involved, more tension, and it's going to have a greater amount of systemic fatigue that it generates, and a greater amount of muscle damage, which is not necessarily a good thing. The relationship between muscle damage and muscle growth isn't super clear, but what we do know is that an excessive amount of muscle damage is absolutely bad for muscle growth. So you have growth pretty linearly correlated with hypertrophy up to a point, until this muscle damage reaches a certain point. And now your body is spending all of its resources simply recovering the damaged tissue instead of working on expressing new protein, which is what we're after. So, how I would design a program more so would be, say, with athlete B, working with, say 60% of their one rep max, doing something like 5 sets of 10 in a high bar squat. So you're getting a greater range of motion, more emphasis on the quads, which a lot of powerlifters tend to be lacking in, especially if they have long femurs and don't like doing accessory works, like leg press or hack squats, which I've found to be the case a lot of the time. And just getting that greater range of motion, deeper squats is going to work the glutes and quads better. Having that more upright torso position makes it a little less systemically stressful on the whole kind of spine axial complex, and it's going to be easier to recover from. You'll be able to recover quicker because you're just simply using less weight.